Well, so what is the question again specifically? What's the response to the idea that the Seventh-day Adventist Church is a cult? Here's my response to that. The Seventh-day Adventist Church is not a cult, and there's no evidence for that.
Thank you.
Except there is if you use it in the classical religious sense, not the pop culture sense. Like I've said, and I will show, and I've shown elsewhere numerous times, the SDA Church is outside of orthodoxy on numerous aspects. And as I've mentioned multiple times tonight, they claim to possess a special message from God that only they have, and our well-being hangs upon coming and joining them. They also bind millions of people's consciences by way of their fundamental beliefs and baptismal vows, which people who are transferring in, according to the church manual on page 50 and 51, claim that you have to take the vows even if you've already been baptized and you want to just be a member. And yes, she is a part of the vows. They bind millions of people's consciences to a false prophet from the 19th century. As G.I. Butler notes, and I show this a lot, quote, "Our position on the testimonies is like the keystone to the arch. Take that out, and there's no logical stopping place till all the special truths of the message are gone. Our enemies and the master they serve realize this, but some of our people are so blind that they do not. Nothing is surer than this, that the message and the visions belong together and stand or fall together." Close quote. Furthermore, the statement of confidence in her writings bears the stamp of approval of the GC in session, where they tell us that her writings uplift the normative character of Scripture and correct inaccurate interpretations of it, which means that without her writings, you can't understand what the Bible is actually saying. This is cultic. So are they a cult like Jim Jones or your stereotypical Netflix documentary depiction? No, of course not. But in the classical religious sense of the word cult, Adventism absolutely is. No questions asked. Adventists can hem and haw all they want, and they will, including Ty and David. But this is the bare bone facts. Without Ellen White, all the special truths of Adventism collapse. The visions and the message are inseparable. And Butler said that Adventists who cannot see this are blind. But this is cultic. This idea that you have a special mission, message, and insight from God that only you have, a present truth message, and you'll be damned if you don't accept it, hallmark sign of a cult group. So the only evidence that we need, Ty, is the Great Controversy worldview.